that are just so quick and fun to watch from Supreme. Well, let's get underway in this 7th and 8th playoff at the Women's World Club Championships. It is Zheijiang Han who swings first. Plumpty this time at position 4. She moves around all over the place, Plumpty. The liberos share the capacity and their place in the team. So they'll have 2 different liberos, Supreme. At times, that's Sapatra and Ironuts. Zheijiang Han has 70 points so far, the number 9. Number 10, Ren Kaye, 46 at the start of play today. Whereas Plumpty is the top scorer of 52, Whipperwee with 42, Willavan with 38 overall in this competition. Passing is a struggle. Plumpty, just plucks it from nowhere. A little bit off the net, but just has a little swing, a little dip up. Accuracy. Both teams out of system early on. That means that the ball takes longer to get to the wings and there's more chances and opportunities for the blockers. A whip to the angle. Plumpty strikes again. Passes absolute nectar from Wong Mong Jae, chipping around everywhere. Once again, out of system, chance on the outside too. It's drilled on the angle. Really well disciplined in defense, well drilled both sides. Chance on the counter to the wings, snap to the line. That's Liu Yan-Han once again doing what she does best, scoring. Combination play again with Plumpty just sucking into the inside. 4 touches, good enough. Moving the ball around is what they're good at. Moving fast, but also the front court players changing positions to make it difficult for the other team's block. They do that more than any other team in this competition. And they stick to their guns, they really do. Passes into a good zone. Snap to the line. Commanding starts. Both teams really. Xu Chao with that one, taking off one foot, leathering the line. The width on the set is good, so the access to the line is definitely there. Chase is on. It's very tight. 2 in the block, first time and second time as well, but they're drifting. Their wrists go back, Supreme, sometimes. They're not trying to always get kill blocks, they're trying just to get continuations. Snapping away. Once again, from way downtown, Willavan can't find a solution. This is going to be one of many absolute mega rallies coming our way. This is just going on. Good defense from both teams. Someone has to put it away, though, surely. Not yet. Patiot just holding still in the sharp angle. Willavan. Such a long rally. What a start. Love long rallies in this game. Through the pipe. Again. Zheijiang Han doing the business. Comes in pretty straight on. Whips it back to 1. No block. And really, you'll be punished if you don't get your hands up. Try and take some of the net away from the spiker and some of their hitting angles. Inside plays. Zheijiang. Credit to the libero for hanging still. They do manage to get blockers in on the pipe this time, but she's too high. Zheijiang. Whippery just passing straight up. They need to get the ball into the front area of the court to be effective. Hitting error. Lets them off the hook though. Willivan to serve. Boisterous character. Really motivating around others. Animated in the way that she's discussing everything. Complete leader for the team, the captain. But the middle work. Sublime. Yang Yu just staying away from the block. The width is good, and it just means that she turns it towards position 1. 1 point now to go to the technical timeout in charge. But Suprema just not passing well enough at the moment. Another chance to counter. Back to the middle. 2 from 2. Technical timeout comes our way. It's the Chinese host team. They're leading 5-3 against the Thai champion. Why not? Pass better from Whippery, but it's too predictable. The front court setter means that as soon as Whippery is out the game with the pass, they can only go to the middle. The blockers have read it so early. Good serving, but also great blocking as well. Oh, on the 50. Don't see that very often. Backcourt spiking from position 5, jumping from behind the baseline. Usually, all of the backcourt work is done in the middle or from the right side. The height again, too much for Supreme's defense. This is something that's happening often in this competition. They don't get many blocks, they rely on their defense, but when teams are in system, it's very difficult for them. 3-point game. Wallapur now to fire up. Supreme, although they're making their debut in this competition, they won the Asian Club Championship twice in a row. They beat Mitsumitsu Springs, and that's no mean feat. They're one of the most successful teams in Japan. So many good players go through there, and NEC Red Rockets. Tipping away is very much how they play this game. Moving the ball around the block. Some swing. Contrast in styles very clear. One team playing quick, lots of moving the ball around. China, Zheijiang are playing to go over the top of the block, and they have a 3-point lead. Pass into 3, great find to Plumty on a very quick speed out at 4. Strong. You have to really admire Zheijiang, who's just staying high, snapping deep, and the higher that you can hit the ball, the deeper that you can snap, the more that the ball is just out of reach for the block, and also the defense as well, because this team pinched very high up, so the perimeter is very open for Zheijiang. There's one thing that we've learnt about Supreme throughout this competition, is that they just keep battling. They really do. And they will be battling the whole way through this. Miss serves could be costly though. That's the speed. Exactly the speed that Supreme want to play at. Almost all at the same tempo. Means the blocking goes all over the place. Windows of opportunity open up, chases on. That's a very rare error from Wang Mengjiang. He's so stable, especially off a standing float serve. Not usually the most aggressive choice of serve in the game nowadays with jump top spins or a jump float serve. So there is a little bit of a hop. Jay, that's far better. The platform is fixed nicer, held for longer. Second opportunity, wide to the outside, working off the body. Ren Kaye doing bits of business for her team. Expressive, aggressive, and even the great defensive side of Supreme can't keep the ball alive. Ace from the back line now as well. Whippery, the service targets, as we've seen before. Barry just steps in, takes this one. Speed. 20, goes long. Technical timeout, 16-11. The rhythm of Supreme, not... Li Ying carrying on this good run of serves. Whippery. Jolty with the platform. The angle sends the ball out to the right side. 17-10, another timeout. The float serve of Li Ying. They went down to 2 passes. Whippery's still staying in, but she's going further back. That's so Willivan can just step in, but it almost takes her out the attack when she has to pass so far inside to cover for Whippery. Another chance on the pipe attack. It's a good dig from Whippery. To the outside's Willivan, but plucked as well from Ren Kaye. Sliding away. Some dig. This is another mega rally. It's unbelievable. Defense from both teams sublime. Willivan just almost knuckles it, pokes it in the air. And the blocking. Slightly more physicality at times from Zheijiang. Great service run. 18-11. All combination city, but the combination out. Timings are gone. Just a palm from Willivan to the outside, swinging off the body. But once again, Willivan just holds still when she's not blocking. She retreats off to the outsides. Almost like a chicken wing up from the setter, Nam Wong. Smuggling off the block. Ren Kaye. Finally, though, a point goes the way of Supreme. It's another big rally. There might be a challenge here. Wang Mengjiang feels that she got her hand underneath the ball. It's called the pancake for obvious flat reasons. When the hand goes underneath the ball lands on top of the hand and the ball pops up. crucial times. 18-13. Supreme need this one. They really do. But by the looks on the faces of Zheijiang, they think they might just have enough of a case to support them in this decision. Big challenge, isn't it, for the floor touch? It's a long, long time. First challenge of the set. Here we go. Did it touch the floor? Oh, it's such a good bit of defense. Take a photo, put it in a magazine. But Hawkeye says that the ball hits the floor. Good decision all the same. Very, very close. Very close. Credit to Wang Jie. It's still outrageous to get a hand underneath the ball at any stage. Whippery reads that well on the side of the block, so just sits to the side, through the hands. Stays high, stays smooth. Going wide again, chance with two in. Willivan just pops up and manages to get a good block, but plays continued. The back set now. Moving play around, causing chaos, Supreme. Playing the Thai way. So difficult for blockers to track the spiker. Pass on the inside. Speed to the middle is strong, but it's a little bit too wide past the hitting window, so it's just a tip. Recovery on the turn. Top marks. Yang Yu. Just on the turn, no approach. Just turns and whips it to the sideline. No defending that one. Much needed score on the board though. 4-point game, still a thing here, and that's comfortable for Zheijiang. The Supreme will just keep knocking on the door and see if anyone answers throughout this stage. Deep serve, but Wang Jie follows it the whole way. Great setting as well, facing the pin, but then flipping it off the shoulders to the pipe attack. It's a good touch in the block as well from Nam Wong. They're looking for a touch maybe here. Zheijiang, but no way. Supreme score again. Speed is good, but they're starting to catch on to the offense from the Chinese team here, Supreme. More pipe attack, foot fault called. Your foot cannot even touch that white line, otherwise you are in trouble. Wang Jie into a good zone. It's a bump set, but still at speed. Plenty gets blocked out, and for once, the cover of Supreme gets beaten. It's not often that you see that. They get blocked out a lot, this team, but their cover is just immense. Passing into three is money making. Reactions from Yan Han though, just as good. Decides not to block and then gets off Nam Wong with the dig, and then that means that the outside spiker Yu Chao has to step in to block that one. Chases on, but the ball's gone out the back. Substitutions. Patia comes in, something we've seen quite a lot. Another wing spiker, but as you're aware with this team, they really do change roles across the net. Pass into the front zone. Miraculous. Unreal. That's Nam Wong. Playing like an experienced pro. Spreading the play. All the blockers are pinched one side. Right. Nam Wong just flips it to the 10 attack. Wallaporn comes back in. Trumpty can't convert. Has to make a defensive play. So they go to Patia on the outside. Wang Nong now with a chance to spread the play again. Plumpty, they go to it all the time on the pipe attack. And that's why. Miss serves in the 20s, costly. Anxiety will start to rise. 3 in the block. And that's almost curtains for the first set. Pinching in. Chu Chow staying tight, taking away that spike to 1. Timeout needs to save Supreme here. It's a good start with Willivan getting the pass in. Very good on that right side, just drawing the ball back in between the two blockers. Fast plays, reactions, strong, and they need to be against Supreme because they play so quick. Great timeout, we're back to just 1. As mentioned, you just cannot keep Supreme down. They just keep firing. Even when they're 3-4 by 2 sides. But the closer this game gets, the bigger the court will feel for the service reception unit. Ball goes into the perfect spot though, to the outside. Clutchy play. Once again, the high swing to the line, keeping the ball deep, good enough. Set point, first one for Zheijiang. Pass in again to position 3, but slightly off the net. Wang Mangjie doing what she does best, making a great dig. Block, out. First set goes to Zheijiang. An impressive fashion as well. High on the outsides, aren't they? Chu Chow in the opposite position, putting the tip. Boskovic, Kim Yong Kim, and also Jordan Larson will not be playing in the final. Kif Bank with Zhu Ting will be though. Serving slightly softer than we've seen before. The liberos both doing their job superbly. Float serve. Wang Mangjie puts the ball on the money again. Fast pace the outside. Malapon says sorry, but it's almost a good thing when you play at these speeds to at least if you miss, at least it goes over the net. (2-0). Oh, with an ace off the middle player as well. That's tough for Li Ying. It's not really her ball, but because of the deflection off the net band, what do? Do you leave it and let it hit the floor, or do you stick an arm out and hope that the ball goes up? 3 in a row. Wang Wengjie getting all the serves at the moment, but the ball does go in. On the free ball as well, the Chinese national team libero. No foot fault this time from Liu Yanhan. Chipping away though is Plumpty. Cracking start. Because of that cracking start, there's a timeout already. The game spinning around. One team has momentum and then the other. Jay the target again. High to the stick. Great reactions out there from Patia. And the libero coming right into this game, making some wonderful plays. 5 in a row. The libero doing a grand job. Changes coming in now already. Wang Meiyu coming in for the first time in this game. Pass the spiker with Liu Yanhan. Really out of system, so there's no middle attack. But that's a crunching blow. That's better from Chu Chao, the form of the first set, 5-1. Early days, though, you can't say that winning 5-1 will necessarily get you to 25 first. Service pressure, once again, causing problems, but what a substitution this one is. Chalapon has been really strong. Front courts and on the 10 attack as well. Wang Wengjie gets the ball into a good spot. The middle has been unstoppable when they've been able to run it. Yang Hanyu, 2 blockers to the left side trying to protect position 1, but she leans in the air, which means she loses some height, but she can still play the ball to position 5. Ball into the nets. One point to go to the technical timeout for a much better start for Supreme. Speed to the wings once again. Good, but the defense of Supreme, sound like a broken record, but all the time it's so good. More foot faults over the attack line. Liu Yanhan, toe certainly on the line. The set just a little bit too tight. And the Kif Bank, well, they're going for another victory. Winning the title last year, going for it again. Giovanni Guidetti very happy with the team performance, but back to this one. Swatting around Wang Wengjie, it's another high roller, chance again on the counter. Taken, the speed of the inside play, piercing the gaps between the 2 blockers. super quick. Inside means that they're just gambling that the foot speed from the wing spiker can beat the block on the inside. There's no way that's coming to the line. Just buried through the seam. High balls, back to the pipe. This time the feet are in a better position. Yan Han. Topspin jump serve coming our way. Not seeing many of those at the moment. Swat from Namong. They can't really get into this game. It does work for them this time, but Zheijiang, if they do get into this sort of game, they're scrapping against a team that love a scrap. What worked for them in the first set was staying very high over the top of the block, and they were successful with that. Passes, again the inside set, Wang Jie put to the floor. Exactly what works for them. It does help. And Yan Han is on the front court, top scorer. But the height is in the set, but also over the top of the hands. Scoring for fun. Passing from Pioneer is perfect. Cannon on the outside. They're coming back. And it's ever since Yan Han is on the front court, she's getting a lot of the ball. The thing is with Supreme is their defense pinch and they stay very high up the court. It means if you stay and hit the perimeter, you will score. Six points the difference. Milivan really does hit that serve, but maybe the toss is just a little bit behind her. If it's more in front, you can take the ball a little bit more and it doesn't balloon up before it goes forward. Two missed serves in a row though. Not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. But for Supreme, who have done a lot of the hard work early on, they will be thankful for the opportunity to take 3 points from the opposition. Our system plays high again, 2 in. Yan Han, Dog, they're sitting further back now. But that's Spachi on the wings. Defense just adjusting their position because they know that Yan Han is going for the deep swing every time, but now maybe Yan Han now serving, so it doesn't really matter. Might want to try and use the tip to pinch the defense back in. Goes for the jump serve as well. Inside play. Jay sees it, the pipe attack, fearsome. They know where they're going to score points. They are just feeding the Yan Han. She is feasting on everything. Timeout, back to 4. Just keeps giving this one. We're in a place where it could go either way. The momentum with one team. It's a good timeout actually. Mid-serve coming from the Yan Han. Snatcher makes her way back onto court. Fascinating time of this game is when Zheijiang comes back to the front court. Currently still on the back. Having so much success when she is on the front. Speed on the inside play. Great diversion. Wollaporn doing the work there. Combination to the left side, using the blockers, sending it to the right. Way off the net again. It's going to be bumped over, so a free ball. This is going to be speed or variation. It's definitely variation. The reading of the defense from Nan Wong, though, exemplary again. To the pins, 2 up. Touch off the hands. Ball goes in. They're in touch. Even though they passed out of system, gave a free ball over, they hang on to win the point. Two in a row. And now the game is certainly alive again. Yang Hanu, you can see why she's highly thought of from Jenny Lang Ping, the Chinese head coach, is in that roster of a very competitive side. Talking of that roster, the libero Wang Mengjian makes a great dig. Sweeping up is Zheijiang, who's proving to be just as effective on the back as she is the front. 3 in a row, but somehow they keep just scooping. What a run. After going 6 down earlier on in this game, it's very much alive again. Miss serves. Technical timeout comes our way. 3-point game. 16-13. Although there is a slight gap, there's a long way to go here. Passing angle is almost very strong. Through the pipe, they've seen it so early. That's the first monster block that I can remember from Supreme. Plumpty eyeing up the prize of the pipe attack. 4 points. Out of system once again. It's the substitute who's getting targeted, but then the accuracy pushed us so well there. Wang Megyu is the approach, getting out as wide as possible when she passes off the net, and then she can still hit those really gnarly angles. Pass is perfect. They should side out here, and they do. When the pass is strong, it wasn't in the first set, but now it is. They can really run their offense. Good play all round, and this is the fascinating battle just about to take place. One-on-one, you would back Leo Yang all day. They need to keep her on the front court for as long as possible because she holds the cards, really. Oh, but that's confusion. Ramon. Tempted to try and swat that one, but she's already on the way down as she tries to swat it back. She's going to the outside again, front court setter. Nanhan this time goes for the chip, but as soon as you do take pace off the ball, that's when Supreme come alive on the back courts. Off the hands of their timeout called as we're back to a on point with the pass. When they do run the middle, look at the height difference. Every blocker stacking to the wing spiker, trying to do a job out there. It's a front court setter. So that's why they're not really worrying about the 10 attack. If that happens, they're probably going to give that one to the opposition. They're going to make sure that they take everything else, Supreme. Chance again in transition, 2 up, smuggled through, back to 3. Yan Han again, getting set. A large proportion of balls here. A run of serves needed now as we approach business time. Great timeout. You can see the celebration from Nathathon, the coach. That's his point. That timeout just managing to disrupt the rhythm of the opposition. Zheijiang comes in. Oh, passing woes! Won't make you this time. Just the arms are out and then they move very late. Unfortunately, that means that the ball changes paths as well. High plays, 2 up. Again, the defense is just phenomenal. High to the wings this time. Shut down, first time of asking Bachalapon, but the coverage again of the court from both teams really strong. This is a battle. Whippery almost looks like she almost breaks a finger. Again we go. Whippery through the pipe. More defenses. Sorry, Plumpty playing at position 6. What a rally. Finally put away through position 6, through the seam. Dear Yan Han. Now they lose her from the front court. She has to serve. Maybe, just maybe, play of the day. That's unstoppable from Supreme. Because of the angle of the spike, the position of the pass just held up for a long time in position 3. The setter's got full-on control, but the hitting angle's away from the block and the defender. But don't count this team out here. Joy Shun are building once again. Zhang Now Xiao is coming in to serve. Doesn't look like she's feeling the pressure with a big smile. There might be a little bit on her shoulders. Let's have a look. Doesn't matter, the pass again, more combinations, showboating. We just can't keep track of anything. The middles are going with the middles on a slightly second tempo. Chalapon has played really well, unfortunately serving out the back this time. But it's been a much improved second set from Supreme. Service pressure pass has been so much better in this second set, and as a result of that, Supreme have taken the Supreme finished third in Pool B, but as mentioned previously, they both lost in the reverse fixtures to play for 7th and 8th, almost like the semi-finals for third and fourth playing for that fifth place. So it's actually the two fourth place teams that will play for fifth. Valero and Altay Volleyball Club from Kazakhstan. Passes in, combinations this time from Zheijiang. Point goes their way due to a net touch. Top scorer so far of this competition is Tiana Boskovic, but they're playing for bronze. Jakubasi in this competition. Boskovic struggling to find the relationship with the setter last night in that semi-final. Back on the front court, Ren Kaye. Jordan Larson, who's been impressive throughout this competition, also playing for bronze now with Jakubasi. Zhu Ting and co for the Kif Bank. Ebra Karakat having a good competition. Monica Slotjes, the Netherlands international player, coming back as well. Be interesting to see who starts in the final later on here this evening. Out of system again. Passing has to be consistent if you want to win this game. Through the center, just hold still, Nam Wong. This game has some feisty rallies on it. Plum T, you have to keep an eye on Plum T. She pops up from the right, from the left, from the center as well. We've seen her hit a 50 from the back left. Now we see a score from the front right. Service pressure too. Wong Wong Jae putting the ball in the slot. Easy pickings, and that's the difference. When Zheijiang can pass into a good zone, they are too high for Supreme, and they really, really struggle. Although when the pass is off the net, they can't hit from the same heights, they can't hit the same angles, and all of a sudden, it becomes a lot more simple to play defense. Smuggling through, no four touches, accuracy! What a whip of an arm that is. Chu Yu Chow just spiking up on the ball, hammering deep, hitting the perimeter. Fast plays now. Oh, 2 up, 3 up at the same time. Stop it, Supreme. You get lost just watching them. And then there's an overpass. Willevant just fires to the line. Crazy. 3 players playing at the same tempo, and the block have to try and make a read. Good luck. Good luck. Van playing so nicely. That's just staying high, so we're not trying to hit the ball so hard. Leo trying to come through on the pipe, but there's block touches straight out. Nam Wong getting, well, block out. Huge. When they do lose the block, Liu will score. They try and double stack on the outside, leaving the pipe alone. That's credit to the setting as well of Nam Wong fishing that one out. As soon as the play is off the net, options limited, the block's right in the game. Underneath the ball in the approach, power's gone. The power really, really limited. Late and aggressive, changing the timing of the block on what she sees. Ren Kai with the serve. She's had a good tournament, really, the middle blocker, Yang Hanu. Feisty. Yeah, Yang Han. Again, technical timeout. This one has just span around as it does. Fast claps, players back on court. 3 in the block, and every time there's 3 up, Supreme just can't hit the angles they want to. The middle has been on fire. Yang Hanu, again, not at the moment a starting middle for China, but you feel that she might just well be. Still so young. Still an under 18, really. Running around everywhere, but they're equal to it. Through the middle they go again. Feeding. Yang Hanu every time they can. Timeout now from Supreme. The passing is getting better. The setting from Wan Yong. Hand over maybe against the setter. Net touch called. Pass just slightly too tight, and you can see this is a game of momentum and pressure. One team feeling it, and then it reverses, and when you do feel pressure, the pass starts to go. It's off the net again. You don't want to be bump setting in this game because the time for the blockers to get out and get in front of the hitters increase. Great finish, back into the center of court. Passing this time much stronger, but Plumke with the foot fault over the attacking line. Side out comes eventually from the outside. Chalapon steers it. Great placement. Again, it's just staying high and bringing the arm through. Nothing really too crazy about how they're doing it. Same again from Liu Yanhan, and this is where the set could run away from Supreme because Liu Yanhan is on the front court. She does damage when she is there. Aces as well. 9-point game. Where has this come from? Just running away with it. The level of Supreme going up and down. The block is getting back into it. Oh, the defenders. That little swipe. Dump on 2 goes long. Substitutions for Natcha, who started this game. Makes her way off. Yanhan has 30 caps for China. 25-year-old. Technical timeout. That's come quickly. 16's Zheijiang has been stronger, getting 3 in the block every time they can. Pass into a much better zone. Combinations, more blocking. Yes, but second time of asking Plumtee's high snap angle. Stays high, goes to the perimeter, and that works for them. At least then, staying high, you've got a chance as a smaller player to go off the top of the hands. Passing into a great zone, and it's been far better from Zheijiang with that first touch, running the ball the whole way across the net, hammering for the line. Chu Chao, the number 6. Another one who might just impress the national team coach. 3 position 2. Hasn't ever played for China. But has lots of time on her hands, although Jenny Langping is building a young side towards Tokyo. More middle work. Can you believe it? Li Ying this time. How well have the middle blockers done in this set? Keep getting to the outsides, sealing the block. And then they're scoring aces. (18-9), still a 9-point game. 10-point game, sorry. Great time to serve an ace. This has been one-way traffic for the local team. 19-9, it definitely is. Blumty does make a side out though. Effective from the right side. The width of the set means that she can access the line and she just chomps down on it. Ampen. Very good serve from the serving substitution serving. Super flat and fast speed again to the wings, chip to the line on the turn. Middle blocker has to just throw an arm at it, Yang Hanu, but maybe third time, third effort in that rally gets put away. Might be too little too late for this set, but we've seen that the level of both teams go up and down. It varies, hitting from way downtown off the net, trying to get their wrist around the ball, but the ball then goes out the back. Now, a timeout, no, a challenge, sorry. Initially thought it was a timeout, but the referee said challenge for in or out. Just at these moments, although they're a long way behind, they can even make their way back in, or at least it's going to give them some confidence going into the fourth. In or out? Out! Decision reversed. Fortunately, a nail in the coffin of this set for Supreme. Are they challenging a challenge? Challenge Trump. Having to be patient here. The challenge system, such a good advert for this, such an addition. Now they're looking for a block touch. Why not? The officials in the stand seem to think not, but who knows? Hawkeye, it's your turn to come to the forefront. Was there a block touch? Will there be a Trump decision? Wow! We have a Trump. One challenge trumps another. And now the question is, no, Zheijiang will not challenge again. inside out though straight away after. And no challenge this time. Straight to the line, good width, good speed. Hammer through the seam, back to business we go. Good zones, quick, working off the body. Willivand's got that one nicely, opens up, reaches high and just steers off. Lots of power at the bottom of the jump as well. Fatia comes back in. Been in the wilderness for a while on the bench, but 6 points of difference. (21-13). Rotation fault. Rotation fault occurs when players are in the wrong position. They should follow each other and make sure that even when they're in serve receive that they can move, but they must stay in the same order. So if you're behind somebody in the rotation, you must stay behind them in that service receive position as well. Working off the body, more blocking. The middles have been really good in this set. Impressive. Two points will do it here. Out of system. The passing is just leaving a lot to be desired, but there is another opportunity. A free ball now on the counter attack to the wings, put away Liu Yan Han. Seven points for Zheijiang. He's been fairly comfortable in the third after just faltering in the second. Almost an ace, but not while Pioneer is around. But more joys from the middle. Yang Hanyu, who has had a great set, spiking, blocking and serving for her team. The teams change ends. Zheijiang, but they stronger. The passing of Supreme much weaker. They didn't really even battle through the rallies, did they? Underway, Wang Jie with a good pass, back on the slide, snap back. Slide attack is strong. Be interesting to know what the vision of the spike is like. Chu shout off the body, just Renkai doing the rest through the pipe. No foot faults now. The link between the setter and the spiker so much stronger. Liu Yan Han cruising 2-0. They have started strongly again. Powerful play, more blocking. Now 10-2. Monster block. Doesn't matter who it is, really, does it? They're all getting in on the party. They're all getting in on the action. The middles and the outsides doing wonders through the pipe now. And when they're not making blocks, they are getting touches, but this time the tip to 5, good enough. Sorry, tip to 4, good enough. Flat serving, good passing. Chance, inside out play, but there's one back. Good job from Supreme. Talanacha just staying close, not letting the ball through. Almost just jumping back into the angle. Renkai playing so nicely. It's a combination for Zheijiang this time. It's close. So close, but wide of the mark for Supreme. Width on the set is nice. That's off the shoulder on the backcourt. They're just starting to build some rhythm, you would think, but no. Chalaporn's initial bit of defense was very, very nice, but they're too physical at the moment. The robust swings. Joy to behold. That works every time. As soon as they run a combination to the left side and then they run the back set. Throws the blockers off. Again, on the reverse. Tipping away, the blockers just do a fine job of delaying their timing, and they decide to sit off and make a dig. Second time, they know the off-speed shot's coming. Volley deep to one! Sneaky from Zheijiang. One run, just throwing it to position one. Nobody home. Take the points. Happy days. Rumty, who's been quiet as of late, pops up again. Snatcher just getting all out of sorts. Good watch, good communication, a couple of missed serves from each side. It's not going to be the difference between winning and losing yet. Way out of system once again. Leo Zheijiang has a little whip in it though. Feet get to the ball nicely. Arm stays relaxed. She goes deep through. Technical timeout, 3-point game. Same as the previous second stage of set 4. Service pressure right on the front court receiver as well, making it difficult. They have to come to the line. They rarely push that left hand side. Maybe a challenge. Ball in or out. That was good serving from Zheijiang, just keeping the ball to the left-hand sideline, trying to make Supreme come back to that same line, making sure their defense and block cover that area too. In or out. It's a close one. It's a very close one. Oohs and ahs from the crowd, but the ball is in. Smiles from coach as well. Four-point game, tipping away, just out though. Everything that Supreme are throwing here seems to be going just slightly against them. They're not making the defensive plays that we've seen previously. They're getting broken down quite a lot from Zheijiang. Serving again onto the libero, better passing. And then they side out, good angles, looking to try and go through the two blockers once again. Well, Through the 2 blockers, through the 1. Strong passing. It's the same play. Back at you. Supreme from Zheijiang. Little slide attack. Small distances. Just snap back on an angle. When you're one-on-one, credit to the setter. So now one doing the job on that occasion. To the pipe attack. Dog. Second opportunity, pipe attack of their own from Zheijiang. They have to see that one early, and they do through Bernard. Third opportunity. Liu Yanhan loves scoring at the moment, but not this time. To the wing again, 2 in the block. Comeback is on. Speed and distance, making the middle blocker start to drift. Yanhan. Incredibly impressive. The high snap, just going for placement, but all the power is at the bottom of the jump. Opens up with the elbow, stays so smooth. Serve, unfortunately, from the powerhouse. Out of the back. 4-point game. They need to serve well here, Supreme, to get their way back into this. Pass is good from Wang Mengjie. And on the outside, they really are firing. This time, Ren Ka. Service into position 6, fairly simple for the libero. When it is softer into position 6, makes the life of the setter easier. The angles in as simple from the middle. It's easy to find the middle of the court when the ball is served to the middle of the court. Then the setter can do whatever they like with the ball. Passing, great zones, good play, but outrageous defense. Wow, the ball has absolutely no right to just stick an arm out. Good D, brave D. Jump, float serve, front court receiver the target at 6s and 7s. Try to fish it out of nowhere, find the ball. The referee says out, although the line judge suggested the ball was in. Coach says we're going to a challenge. Hawkeye. It's their time to shine again. The ball was in. Good decision from the line judge. Flow serve, Wang Mengjie straight in on the business again. Angles are really good. The ball doesn't sit across the right shoulder of the spiker, but the angle back is unstoppable. Blocker tries to get in the way of it, sees that the body is facing that way, so tries to throw the hands inside, but absolutely no joy. Steep angles. 1 point to the technical, and it's going to be, no, it's not going to be an ace whatsoever. Free ball though. To the stick. Hand. On the combination, fading away. Is there a touch? No. So, 16-10, second technical timeout. fast plays, the speed. It's all reliable on the first contact. You have to praise that first pass from Supreme that allows this game to be run. Could be too little too late though. Rotation, error again. Wallaporn is being told that she's out of rotation. She stood at position 2, front right, where she should be at position 3 in the middle. Good refereeing. Seeing that one, they have to keep on top of all of these little things that make a big difference. Wallaporn to the outside, tipping away. That's gone over. This ball's really well still alive here. Finally, it pays off. Everything going the way of Zheijiang. Rotation errors, scrambles, the pancake is joyous. The snap, cross court as well. The width of the set, making the blocker drift as well. And that ball's travelling away from you and you're moving outwards. It's so difficult to get your hands back around the ball. Apart from that second set, Zheijiang have played really consistently and their blocking has been outrageous. The speed of the middle, really strong. Really good speed, great pressing. Although that the middle doesn't make that block, Zheijiang, her speed to make sure there was no split between the two blockers was very strong. Out of system once again, through the middle they go. Back to 6, Patia making an entrance and she needs to try and bring some form in with her. High and off the net, no middle, 2 in the block again. This time it's a bit smarter, going high, looking to go off the hands. They're still in touch, just, but they still need to push right now. Within the next rotation or 2, they need to pick up 2 or 3 points and put the pressure back on Zheijiang. There's a lift, there's one, we're back to 2015. The comeback is on. The battle, the 7th is just about still alive because of this service run from Patia, the substitution. But there's one back. 6. And you feel if they make 1 or 2 now, the game is near enough over. But one last chance for a run really from Supreme. Zhang Yuxiao comes in. Service substitution as well, doing a good job. The pass is slightly off, there's no middle. Not only does she serve well, she makes the defense that her team needs. Free ball, where's this going to go? Combination speed, straight to the middle. Hooked from Nam Wong. We've got another big rally on our hands here. Everyone's sitting off, looking to try and pass the ball. Speed, this time through the pipe, no foot fold again. But the dig on the angle is a strong one from Wallaporn. High to the wings, tipping away, through eventually. The change of speed, tipping over the top of the block, good enough. timeout from Supreme. Their time is also running out here. Three points away now for Zheijiang. The ball is well off the net for maybe the 5th time in a row. There's no middle attack. Slide. Starting to dig more balls here. But so is Zhuang Xiao. He's just come off the bench, but one-on-one in the middle. And Yang Hanyu has had a wonderful game. Much more physical, long levered block, taking away the angles. Combination play though, once come back their way. Speed of the combination, the flair of it, be admired. He comes back in. This time, Plumpty gets one back. Surely the comeback isn't on again. Hold on tight. You never know in this game. Happens all the time. 5, 6 points made in a row. Ripui is serving well. The middle is back in, and look who it is. Every single time Yang Hanyu is asked to score, she does, whether it's blocking or spiking. First match point. Fast plays again. Plumpty. 6 more needed though. Serving to stay in the game. Front court receivers. Ren Kaye is dug back to the outside with Willavan. Here's a second chance in transition. 2 blocks in quick succession. Maybe there's just a sense of belief. And Brink comes in, service specialist, but she has to run straight back off for a timeout. We're on the edge of 7th place in this competition, but they need to score. Ball's into a good spot, back to the outside. There you have it, Ren Kaye seals the deal for Zheijiang. They take 7th place at the FIVB Club World Championships, and they played very well. Consistent, so strong in the middle, high on the outsides. They become the 2nd team from China to win multiple matches at this competition after Guangdong Evergrande. Unfortunately for Supreme, they go home in 8th place, but it was their debut appearance in this event. 3-1, Zheijiang, 25-22.